Hey, blockchain gaming fans. This is Andrew, the founder of blockchaingaming.com. I've seen a lot of traders online making videos like this, so I figured I'd give it a try. This is all about our blockchain gaming investment fund. If you haven't seen our blog post, we are attempting to capture growth in the blockchain gaming industry. Just like there are indices for stock markets like the S&P 500 and various ones out there for oil and other kinds of commodities, we want to offer one fund where someone could park their money if they want to invest in the blockchain gaming industry. So right now it's pretty small. It's just my wife and I. Um, and we're not accepting investors from the public yet. It's a regulatory hassle, and we're still proving this can work anyway, figuring it out. But I wanted to show off what we're doing here because it's kind of cool. Explain our picks, explain our reasoning. Foremost, this is not about day trading. We do try to pick winners, but we are not trying to buy low and sell high one coin. We enter and exit the market. We try to enter low and exit high, and we try to time our picks. So we try to beat the market. You know, when the blockchain gaming market is going down, we don't want to crash with it. But obviously, we'll do better when it's going up. So the first pick was Decentraland. Decentraland is a very interesting phenomenon happening right now in the space. Basically, it's a virtual world, kind of like Second Life, in which people can interact with avatars. And in Second Life, people formed embassies of all kinds, even from countries, offices of companies. And we're going to start seeing that playing out in Decentraland as well. In fact, we already have. Because it had a real first mover advantage despite having competitors, and the network effect is kind of taking over, in my opinion. We've been seeing a lot of news about companies establishing offices in Decentraland, people building museums, like to the extent that it's kind of like a capital city of the crypto world. And once one company does it, it becomes kind of like a snowball effect. And I can kind of see everyone having a presence in Decentraland. Not one I can show you guys. We can see Binance is looking at it. That's one of the bigger names lately. And we ourselves, the blockchaingaming.com team, plan to do some interesting things as well. Talk about those in another video. But MATIC's another cool one. The MATIC network, if you're not familiar, is all about scaling, theoretically. People are into it right now because Ethereum is clogged. Everyone's complaining about the fees. So they take a harder look at these second layers and side chains that offer cheaper ways to mint tokens and send them and operate smart contracts. MATIC is one such one that games have just been joining left and right. I've seen a whole list of them. They're proud of it, obviously. One's SEC approved, all kinds of things going on in Decentraland. Chain Guardians is known, Crypto Warriors, the entire 0x lineup of blockchain games, Spells of Genesis, the first crypto card game. And it just really just keeps adding. It's pretty substantial. So I'm pretty excited about that. You can see it's mostly games. So even though they don't limit themselves to games, that's what it's being used for. So it's something for our fund to get in as a platform. And, beyond scaling, what I really think is cool is the chain interoperability. As I pointed out in my blog post, it's happened in the past that if you were an Xbox player or a PlayStation player and your friend was on the other console, we used to not be able to play online with each other. And this is a similar problem we're seeing in the blockchain world with games across Ethereum, Tron, EOS, and uh, you have to choose which one you're going to play on a lot of the time. With interoperability, I'm hoping MATIC can start moving the industry forward towards an area where that's less of an issue. And we have people being able to play with each other regardless of what chain they're using, which will really help, I think, the space be less constricted. Yeah. And finally, Kai, or Chi, I think it's pronounced Kai. I always forget. Um, we had that one in our lineup because it's pretty unique. Kai's doing the Zaya platform. Again, might be butchering the pronunciations, but what matters is the concept. It's a fully decentralized gaming platform. There are no servers required. So it's a step beyond NFTs. We're talking entire maps on chain. We're talking about games that cannot be shut down. I think it's great. For MMOs, it's particularly interesting. If you're thinking about an MMO game, Zaya is your best bet, in my opinion. Uh, and what's really key about it is that the market cap is still very low, very low, under 10 million. Let's check right now, and let's see. Yeah, still pretty low, under 5 million. And, compared to competitors, like, let's look up a competitor. Uh, Market cap, Decentraland. So, reasonably similar to compared 148 million. You can see the difference is vast. And I don't think it's a sustainable difference. I think it's been going on due to networking disagreements in the blockchain gaming industry and due to underfunding of the project, but they've continued to develop anyway, such that 2 games look like they're coming out soonish. And like they say, you got to buy them low and sell high. You don't buy things when the market cap's already through the moon. And there's, you could say that maybe that's a problem for Decentraland, which we do hold, but Decentraland's market cap is still much smaller than Second Life's net worth if you add up the GDP of the economy in that game. So Decentraland still has room for growth as well. But so far, it's been Kai, at least at first Kai, that was rewarding us. But its volatility has hit an all-time high right after we bought it, so that was awesome. Gotta love it when that happens. The volume just... and the reason, I've been taking notes of what's been happening here. The main reason for Kai's explosion has been another exchange listing, basically. They have been having trouble getting listed on exchanges for no good reason, in my opinion. So listings just are good, beneficial to the price. They bring liquidity, which is much needed. So, we've also had problems. Some other notes I've been taking stock of. At first we had money leaving the crypto market in general at the start of our run here, which hurt us initially, but that was short lasting. Then what I started to notice was there's some fluctuations in mana. Mana went up, rewarding us again. That was cool. But then near the end of the month, money started leaving the blockchain gaming market. And the best explanation I have for this, because the crypto market has remained bullish, the best explanation I can think of is that money is leaving for the DeFi markets. It's a new buzzword, DeFi. You can Google it. And I think it's a fad, pretty much. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm sure good innovation is happening in that sector, but its fad nature means that this movement of money into it is temporary. And the blockchain gaming market will recover. I don't think it will take long. And our fund is still up. maybe because we picked well anyway. You can see, we started, if you had invested $452 at the start of our fund, at one point you would have had $670, a 48% increase. But then with the leaving from the blockchain gaming market, we're down to, more reasonable-ish returns of 13, 15%, which, it's pretty good for just a couple weeks still. So I think we picked well, and overall this is a healthy sector to be in. We've done some charts. You can see I use this one over here, rapid tables. I keep data here. You can see this spreadsheet, I have all kinds of data I'm keeping long term for analysis and just storage so I won't forget it. We list each token amount, Kai, Mana, MATIC, BTC, who the owners of the tokens are. Right now the fund's experimental, just my wife and I, the percentages and the growth. So if we look at the charts, putting all that data together up until the present time, this is what we get. Now at first the blue is just cash, or rather Bitcoin put in. Then that we traded well when we entered the market. And then Kai took off. You can see Kai's the one on the right here. It just was leading our fund completely, doing wonderful for us, Kai. Then Kai lost a bit. Decentraland picked up a bit of slack. And overall we're still up, as you can see. It's pretty good. As we get more data and our fund grows, I'm probably going to start using line graphs instead of bar charts. But for now, kind of likes the pretty colors. In terms of predictions for the future, this is what I'm really looking at right now. Found this interesting. If we look at the Zaya chart right now, yeah, it still looks like a potential head and shoulders, doesn't it? Head and shoulders, for people who aren't, too familiar with crypto markets, that means when the price shoots up, falls down, shoots back up a little higher, falls down, shoots back up to the first high, and then starts falling back down again. A completion of the head and shoulders would bring the line down to here. But it's possible we could have a trend line forming that could act as support. We can actually test that out. Let's do that. Now, for those who aren't familiar with what I'm doing here, supports and resistances, these are concepts of technical analysis using math to trade. And it can be useful, if not for any reason other than other people do it and computers trading do it. And you have to know what they're doing. It's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy. But we're going to follow it anyway. Let's see if I can find... I haven't really used this tool much before. Brush, size, opacity. Still pretty flat. I need a straight line. Obviously, this is not precise at all. But I think you guys can see what I'm getting at. Could be there. Oh, you can see we're trying to determine what will happen to the price here. Well, I should have researched more how this little thing works earlier, but think you guys can get the point. As for me, I think it might complete the Head and Shoulders. Because I'm just, I'm feeling skeptical right now with the DeFi thing going on. So I think we could see the price keep following back down a bit more. Maybe to here. So where would that be? That would put us around 7 cents, 6 cents, 6 or 7 cents. And again, I would need to look at this zoomed in with straighter lines, but I think you can see the area of interest here now. So that's where we're at, guys. I think next update, I'm going to do it on the blog again, and I'm just going to keep alternating, and let me know what you guys think. I'll see you again soon.